Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Santa's Workshop. Over the next few days, I'm going to be doing some reruns just so I can get caught back up here in the shop. I like being a few videos ahead. This last week, you've noticed they've been coming out in the evenings. Really don't like doing that. I like them coming out in the mornings. But please bear with me. I wanted to throw out 3 days worth of reruns, maybe 4, depends on how things go here in the shop. But I'm going to get some fresh videos going for you, get some other things taken care of, and it's all for you guys. So please watch these videos, turn them on in the background if you've seen them before, just let them run. Keep that algorithm going, because the algorithm is what helps me make more content. So guys, thank y'all for joining me. We're going to get you some new fresh videos done by the end of this week. We will see you then. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Santa's Workshop. Today we're working back on the motor, and I have to apologize to you. I made a boo-boo. We did a lot of work to it and I didn't film it. My bad. But today we got Brian over here. Say hi, Brian.
Hi, guys.
There he goes. He's getting a little more used to that, I think. So what we did, we got the cam dialed in and got that taken care of. We got my ARP bolts around the timing cover. Got my new Scat crankshaft harmonic balancer. Moroso timing pointer, which is adjustable. And we have it adjusted in on top dead center, right on 0. So now, we also got the oil pump put on. For the person who told me that I'd forgotten my oil pump, it's there. We have our 7-quart oil pan screen. We've got our new oil filter adapter. Now we're putting the tube in for the dipstick. Then we're going to be putting the pan on. So what I want to do is I want to set y'all up on a time lapse, and we're going to get to work. Okie doke. We have got a pan on. We have got a timing chain cover on. As you saw before, the Moroso and the Scat harmonic balancer. And now we're getting ready to put in the head studs. And what was that stuff called, Brian, that we're putting on the head studs?
Permatex.
It's a Permatex, and it kind of expands a little, right?
Yeah, it seals the water jacket. Some of these goes into water jackets.
Right.
And you don't want your moisture coming up past your threads.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but that one right there definitely goes into a water jacket. But yeah, what we're going to do is seal all these, put them in. You have to let them set 24 hours.
Yep.
And then we'll come back and we will trim them off, and we'll be setting our heads on. Oh, I am so looking forward to that. But Brian, remember, we got to put those lifters in before we put the heads on. The retro roller rocker lifters,
They recommend it.
once you put the head on, some of them you do not have enough room to slide the lifters down in. So we're definitely going to be putting those on. And Brian's getting her wiped down. getting all the dust that's blown on and everything, because we can't work without a fan in here. But it's coming together. Okay, it's been about 48 hours actually since we put the sealant on our studs, and they're supposed to go in finger tight. I used the T-handle to make sure they all bottomed out. They were nice and right at finger tight, but I want to use regular razor blade, and I'm just going to lay it down. I want to cut around them, then notch them, and then peel them off. I want to do each and every one of these. Now I'll set you up on a high speed so you can watch me do it. Then I might just sit ahead on and see how it looks. Oh, I'm so excited to see this thing going so far. All right, let's get busy. Now then, we're going to set this little booger on here. I'm on the cooperate. There we go. There we go. Yeah, buddy. Pins in. Oh yeah. Nice looking gasket. These are the Felt Pro Performance Series 1003. And Brian had ordered a set of these, and I really like the way they look, bigger than just the regular Felpro gaskets. So I said, let's do it for this one as well. Because, I mean, I'm not going to be racing this thing. Yes, I'm going to be getting on it and stuff like that, but no full-fledged racing. Come on. You get that thing just a little bit off, it don't want to go. Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a beauty. Check that thing out. It's got your metal in between. Hopefully I'll be setting the heads on here in just a little bit. I got to get them cleaned up first. All right. First thing we need to do is get some lifters in the holes here. And I've seen several different opinions about soaking these in oil before you put them in. We've always done it, never had a problem, so we're going to continue doing it. Here we go. 16 roller lifters in the holes. Everyone's slid in just as beautiful as you please. Now I've got to find me so I can get this oil off of my hands. Oh yeah. To say I'm excited for this is an understatement. I am so ready to hear this thing fire. but I'm going to be patient. I want to get it in the frame, get the transmission in, driveline hooked up, rear end in, body set back down on it, and everything before we start trying to actually fire this up. And the reason being is, you know, I really don't have a reason for it. It's just, that's the way I want to do it. All right, let's get everything covered back up here. There we go. Not going to drop anything down in the pan. Okay. Now then, I'm going to go get ahead. Get this thing turned upwards right here. Get that on the top side. That way we do not have any overbalance. All right. Got me a little bit of clean gas on a clean rag. Going to wipe this surface off. Make sure there's nothing on this. I mean, it's coming up real clean. So I think these heads are ready to put on. These are 64cc chamber. I am running according to the specs with the pistons I got. I'll be running 9-to-1 compression, which is right where I wanted to be at due to the fact I can use pump gas. And be able to take this thing anywhere in the US, pull up to a gas pump, get gas and go. We were running a 202 valve. Really didn't want to go quite that big, but that's what these heads came with. So that's what we're going to go with. Now then. All right. Let me get my bolts out here for my nuts. All right, there it is. I have got the head set on it. Now I have got a polished reverse flow water pump for it because I'm going to be using the Vortec serpentine belt system on this. I already have all the brackets, all the new power steering pump, air conditioning compressor, and the alternator to go on it, new belt, new idler pulley. Everything's brand new. So we're gonna have the polished water pump, polished intake, and I'm doing something special with the valve covers. So you're just gonna have to come back and see that in the next one. I don't have them all the way down on the pins yet. I want to wait until Brian gets here so he can double check everything I've done. And then we're going to put our guide plates, screw in studs in. This side we can go ahead and torque down. The other side, we're going to have to remove these springs and do our push rod check. So we'll do our push rod check, make sure we get the right push rods for this, and then we can go ahead and put the springs back on, put it in, and bolt it and torque it down. And now for the headers, I will be having a product video sometime this next week, maybe the week after, that's going to be concerning the headers. So y'all are going to have to come back and see that, because I had one company sponsored me headers, another company sponsored me stainless steel tube for the exhaust. And with everything I have, that is going to be, that's going to be pretty sweet. But I hope that you like what I'm doing with the motor so far. I've had some naysayers saying it's just going to be a dog, it ain't going to do nothing. I disagree. What I want is a cruiser engine that sounds very good and is responsive, and I think I'm going to achieve what I'm wanting. It's not going to be a quarter-mile car. Never intended it for it to be. It is going to be something to get in and go cross-country if I want to. Something comfortable, something that me and my wife can enjoy. So, I hope you're liking it, and drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. Yeah, I'm using, all quality, good stuff, and, I would call it mid-range of the road. Not the cheapest, but not the best. But for what I'm wanting it to do, I think we're going to be very, very well off. But that's today's video. When Brian gets back here, we're going to get that bolted together. We're going to get we'll have how you adjust or find out the length of your push rod. It's a little kit. And we will go from there. So, thank y'all so much. Remember, if you want to contribute to the Caballero, there's the link to my Amazon account. Go check it out. It's totally up to you if you wish to do it or not. I'll put everything in there that I think I'm going to need, and I will buy off of it myself when I get the cash. So, thank y'all very much. Hit that like and subscribe. We'll see you next time on Santa's Workshop.